Ladies and gentlemen, on this very, very special edition of NSFW Show, we are joined by not one, but two rap artists. One of them, Dual Core, the man with the #1 album on Bandcamp. The other, Turquoise Jeep, who sit down for their first ever long-form interview. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we smang all the things coming up on yo.twit.tv/raps.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is yo.twit.tv/raps, recorded on August 29th, 2012, episode 142, Smang all the things.
Push it to the limit. No one left to stand in your way. You might get careless, but you'll never be safe while you're still living. Welcome to the limit. Standing on the razor's edge. Don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. Welcome to the limit. Push it to the limit.
Seabiscuit.
Push it to the limit.
And just like that, it is go time for NSFW, the news show full of win, the news sauce for the Webernet, the show that is nominally safe for works. Howdy, beautiful people. My name is Brian Brushwood, coming to you live from a hotel room at the lovely Holiday Inn in Wichita, Kansas. Except for I'm not in Wichita. I don't know what city I'm in, but I'll tell you what I do know is that one of my favorite people on planet Earth is sitting there over in Petaluma, California, live in studio, just Robert Young. What is going on, JRY?
Brian, we have an insane show that begins right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome our musical guest tonight. We will get to our very special guests who are all assembled next to me. In fact, they're going to be a bit of a surprise until we pull wide and show you who we're about to talk to. But it begins with this absolute spark of amazingness. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the #1 album on Bandcamp right now. It is Nerdcore's fastest rising star. Ladies and gentlemen, Dual Core off his 5th album, Hack All the Things. This is Hostage Down.
Actually, not the first album.
First album.
Running from terrorists, hope they don't chase me. We got 4 hosties, we'll get them home safely. CT squads wrecking whole brigades. An M4, a knife, and smoke grenades. Ask the same questions, get the same answers. It's Dual Core, man. We're not some lame campers. Died in a cheap trap, let's get a rematch. Rushed down a spawn, got hit with a team flash. Discard the guns, give him my real credit. Rhyme skill legend with the knife kill fetish. Pwn these noobs and watch a strong fall. Come play office, we'll meet in Long Hall. Nickname Deadeye, loaded and cocked. My deagle sends around through the scope on your op. Big guns, small arms, doesn't even matter yet. You're the type to jump, crouch, hide in the cabinets. Just tell them now, they better hit the ground. All you hear is
Hostage down.
Office dust, Azteca lounge. All I hear is
Hostage down.
terrorists get in the message now. All you hear is
Hostage down.
Dual Core, man, we're the best in town. Everybody said
Hostage down.
Had 6 kills, only pulled 5 shots with an aimbot shot by cop from my god. That's about 3 months back on these cheats, so blast on the maps to start with DE. Kids wanna cry about even teams, plus the first does really cheats and tease. My single pump shotty's on all nights free. Time to plant, meet me at bomb site B. Just tell them now, they better hit the ground. All you hear is
Hostage down.
Office dust, Azteca lounge. All I hear is
Hostage down.
the terrorists get in the message now. All you hear is
Hostage down.
Dual Core, man, we're the best in town. Everybody said
Hostage down.
back to the business with ill intentions. Gotta give out props for the physics engine. Blame on the forums to see if you heard or not. They messed up something, blame it on Turtle Rock. I don't play Italy, there's too much crime there. The T's camp apartments like owning timeshares. Bomb on Congo, dust to dawn. Spray pool day, love custom mods. Pick up a 90, a knife for slicing, but won't pay the dynamic weapons pricing. Deagle and Scout, that's my forte. You rush B, I'll flank short A. Screwed us too. What you want? Trouble for? Get blasted in the tunnel. Snipe through the double doors. 2600. 7-4 defeats the number of people I killed with dual lead. Just tell them now. They better hit the ground. All you hear is
Hostage down.
where the office does Aztec lounge. All I hear is
Hostage down.
terrorists get in the message now. All you hear is
Hostage down.
dual core, man. We're the best in town. The internet says
Hostage down.
Hostage down.
Holy
Hostage
smokes,
down.
ladies and
Hostage down,
gentlemen,
baby.
A big round of applause for Dual Core, who's going to be performing not only now, but also who's going to wrap up the show for us. But hold on, folks. That is not a CGI representation. It is the
CGI.
Jeep live in the building here in Petaluma. If you don't know them, ladies and gentlemen, did I tell you they like to dance?
Baby.
Smang it, licky sticky. I tell you, if you're making
Cavities.
moving like that, then I haven't heard of it. Let's just do the rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Flint Flossie,
Baby.
Young Hummer, Pretty Raheem,
It's me, baby.
whatchamacallit,
Mr. Licky Sticky.
and a tummy scratch
Yes, sir.
beat. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to actually be sitting down and talking with Turquoise Jeep for the whole hour. Now, the way that we came in to know your music, Brian, what was probably Smang It, right?
No. It was Sex Syrup. Sex Syrup was the first one that, and as is a tradition on the NSFW show, I am a complete idiot, and Justin will come to me with something that he thinks is awesome, and I will give it a half look and be like, I don't think it's awesome. And then Justin will insist it gets played on the show, and everyone will love it. And then I realized I'm a total idiot. And I'm really going to admit that's what happened with Sex Syrup. And that was the beginning of the black hole descent into Turquoise Jeepdom. And I'll tell you what, like Justin and I, for as much as we play your videos on the live streams and as much as all of our fans, I mean, seriously, you're watching them in the chat room, it's blowing up right now. But we are shocked at how little we know about your backstory, how you guys came together, where you guys are based out of. I mean, it's like, what's the elevator pitch you give to people when you explain what it is you guys are up to?
We're like phantoms.
We're unicorns, baby. Wherever our fans are from, we're from. You know, we don't like to discriminate. You already feel me, baby.
We're like your favorite comic book heroes, you know?
So you're based out of Manhattan?
Yeah. You could say
Gotham
Manhattan.
Alley,
You could
whatever
say,
you want.
you could
Gotham
say
City.
Los Angeles. You could say wherever. We're based out of wherever our fans are at.
Well, all right, here. Well, let's go back even further than that. How do you guys meet each other? How do you come to form, even the beginnings of friendships that eventually become the Jeep?
Man, we was just doing a lot of things in the industry and then crossing paths. You know, I was dancing, choreographing, rapping, and then I'd go to the studio. I see Whatcha. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, I see Raheem. What's good? We was actually friends.
Sure.
Before, me and Whatcha. So I was like, I see Tommy. Cool.
So now, what were you were dancing and rapping primarily? So like, was what kind of stuff did you work on? Who'd you work with before you got into the
I worked with a lot of like independent artists.
Gotcha.
As far as like like the choreography and the dancing and things of that nature, and then a lot of things rapping wise, they didn't come out yet. But I'm going to put them out one day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, now that you have a
definitely
gigantic audience, I mean, like,
why not?
I'll tell you, and I went to go see the show. The reason why the Jeep has the ability to be here live in studios because you guys did your first California show, right?
At the
in San
Independent.
Francisco.
Independent, yeah.
Awesome,
San Fran.
time.
Big ups to
Awesome
San Fran.
time.
And I was there with Chad, and let me just say this, and I've
had fun?
Oh my God! Listen, it was awesome. It was amazing. The internet audience is just something I've never seen before. I've always kind of, in terms of live crowds, it goes from like nobody's in the building in my mind to the biggest, most live crowd I've ever seen, connected, screaming, yelling, popping, and everything is professional wrestling. And for whatever anyone wants to say about professional wrestling, you go to a professional wrestling show, people are going nuts. constantly
right,
screaming,
right.
yelling, losing their voice.
Right.
The closest I've ever seen to that kind of audience is they're killing it. It's pro wrestling juiced. It's unlike I was texting Brian last night at the show. It was the closest thing I've ever seen to that, and I was trying to make sense of it in my head as I was going on, because I mean I know why I was there, because I loved your music, but like it was just, I think, and I'd be curious to see what you guys think is the reason behind it, but I kind of assume when you're into something that's so niche on the internet, because you can do whatever you want. You know, you can say like, all right, I want exactly, Turquoise Jeep is what I want to listen to. And your friends who you go out and you hang out and, you know, you've known them forever, they just might not be into it. But you go to that show and it's only people who are freaking out about it in a way that they've been, you know, not ostracized, but the friends don't get it. Now they get it. It's like a collection of that. What was your experience last night getting in front of that crowd?
Man, it was crazy. Like every time we go to a different state, you know, we experience another show, we get the same kind of energy everywhere. And it's nuts. And I think what a lot of the times our fans could really sense the genuine and the fact that we actually talented. You know, so that's they really sense that. You know, people that don't get it, they just don't get it, and eventually they catch on later.
Sure,
you know, that's what it is.
Now, Tommy Scratch, you were the first one out on stage last night, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever, like, what was that energy like? Because obviously you guys are out here. It's a sold out show at the Independent. You know it's going to be people. I mean, it's at least a full house of people. What were you expecting compared to what you got on stage?
Be honest too, man. Tell them the truth.
Oh man, it was amazing. I felt like I was at a Beatles concert. Just to let you know. I ran out there. I see all the people. I actually ran on stage. That was the first time, so I was just excited.
Normally you pimp stroll.
Yeah, I walked up there. I ran out there.
It up.
Yeah,
He got extra excited.
Yeah.
He was excited.
I ran out there.
And then and you guys all, and I'll tell you, the showmanship is fantastic. You guys all.
Thank you.
It's just, I mean, it's obvious that you guys understand. You know, like, all right, you gotta tear it out. It's not like you're all just gonna like walk out like you're, you know, a pro football team or something.
Oh yeah.
You know, you gotta get a little, you know, a little showmanship to it. But what you know, like, so you're the first person to start singing.
Right.
On stage.
Right. I'm basically like, I consider myself I call myself the pro sexer, but I'm actually the MC. I'll say for the night.
Sure.
So basically, I feed off of the energy of the crowd. So I also set up the guys too, as far as anything that goes on. I make sure that the guys are on point with everything. So I'm there to I'm trying to be extending of a choreographer who helps us get to what we do, make a perfect show. So it actually works out even better that way. So it's actually really cool. So being out there and seeing the sold out crowd, that was just an amazing thing to see.
So real quick, and it occurs to me that some of our viewers haven't been watching all of our live streams, all of our live events, because I mean, any excuse we always, you know, play some of your videos on the live streams. Is there a chance that what one video do you like to introduce people to? Is there a chance we could take a couple of minutes and show one of whatever one video you guys like on YouTube to put forward? Which one?
What? I don't know. Smang it or Smang it?
Yeah, Smang it.
Let's go Smang.
Let's go
Let's start off with
Smang.
Smang it, baby.
All right, so we'll kick that over to Chad. Chad, if you could load up on YouTube Smang It, which I believe is spelled Smang.
You already know. Correct. That's completely
got it,
correct.
baby.
You're doing a lot better.
Spoil it, Brian. Don't offer any spoilers.
It's smash it and bang it. Yes.
You know,
You're doing a lot better now.
well, all right.
Although the chat realm is shouting for. Did I mention I like to dance?
Oh, let's give them that.
Calling out
Do
with
it, baby. Let's give them that too.
Let's
Let's
give
throw
them
it
that,
on
man.
there, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, we can play a couple, but Smang was the first gigantic hit for you guys, right?
Friday
Fertilizer. Yeah.
Smang was that
Smang kind of catapulted. You know, it blew up kind of large. We weren't really anticipating it to get as popular as it was because we had so many other records that were, in our opinion, were like just as good and bang.
Like what? Like which?
Well, you know, such as you know, Friday Fertilizer. Then we had Wifey Boo. You know,
Can You Move It Like This?
Move It Like This?
Fire
You
track.
know what I mean? It's, you know, it was a lot of them. You know, so
Keep coming out with them. We always gonna keep coming out with. It ain't gonna stop, baby.
yeah. So
Nor should you.
no shit.
Never.
No
We
shit.
love it.
All right, Chad. Do we have Smang It queued up? All right, here we go. Well,
Smang.
let me just real quick prep to this. When did you guys shoot this? Like what time
This was shot,
was it
what,
actually?
like-
It was shot in
Like-
October of 2010.
Like
October
I think it came out-
2010?
Yeah, October 2010.
Yeah, October 2010. Yeah.
Ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, Young Hummer featuring Flint Flossie.
Young Hummer.
Smang it.
Young Hummer. Hey. 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 Tommy Scratch B. Hey, little lady, how you feeling? It's Hummer Boo at the crib, just chillin'. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do today. How about you throw on something sexy and come my way? I got a treat for you and you're gonna like it. I hear those giggles, go ahead and get excited. You say in bed that your man is a lame guy. Having sex with him is just like watching paint dry. Damn, I really hope that ain't true. But if it is, here's what I'm gonna do for you. And when you get here, I'm not just gonna bang it. I'ma smash it too, so let's just say I'm gonna smash it. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me smash it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Now are you ready, baby? Then let's get crazy. Hope your muscles warmed up, you can't be lazy. Get loose. This is what I like to call smash bang fusion. Gotta focus, mama, you don't wanna get a cooch contusion. I like to mix it up, I like to do stuff. I like to start slow, and then I beat it up. You should be cautious, don't be scary. I'ma have you looking like a wild thornberry. The locals got you dry, well let me be your tourist. And I'll leave your body feeling like a rainforest. So let's get it poppin', tell me can you hang? Then let me swing it, baby, smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing.
Flint Flossie, known across the nation. Smash and bang is my favorite combination. Kiss it to your toes, do you get that sensation? It's a love scene, baby, with no communication. Baby, got mine's off now to the next location. Baby, I need inspiration, your mouth fixation. Smanging them jaws is my life's aspiration. F. Floss loves ladies and relation. Love it. Call me Marathon, my Jimmy run long. Call me Schwarzenegger, my sex game strong. I smang it Tarantino from dusk till dawn. I smang it everywhere from the bed to the lawn.
Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Hey. Turquoise Jeep. Hey.
There we go. Turquoise
Another
Jeep,
banger.
Young Homer featuring Flint Flossie. They're our guest live this hour. Now, this is probably the biggest question I think people who are watching this for the first time or do watch Turquoise Jeep stuff for the first time would ask. And that is, somebody in the chat room said, like, is this a parody?
Yeah, and I was gonna say because I saw that exact same post on the chat and I thought I didn't know how to answer it because it certainly makes me smile and it's over the top and there's something delightful about the extremity of it, and that's you totally stole my question from me. That's awesome though, but that's what I want to hear.
Well, I'll tell you, that's why we share the same brain, even while he's in possibly Wichita, Kansas. Well, and this is it's obviously very funny, but anybody who listened to a Jodeci or a Genuine or an R. Kelly record know that like those lyrics aren't necessarily crazy in that genre of music. I think yours are funnier. Is that something that you try to write for? You try to write it so people will find it funny?
I think like the thing is we created a whole nother genre.
Yeah.
Called EMB, existing musical beings. Like Turquoise Jeep, we don't have no restrictions, no limitations
filters
to the creativity. So a lot of times we'll just come out with something and we'll just do it. And however the audience takes it, whether they laugh, whether they enjoy the music or whatever, That's how it is. Like,
And a lot of times we talk about life experiences. Like, you know, a lot of our music comes from just everyday conversation that we have.
Yeah.
And in everyday conversation with life, there's comedy. You
what
know.
was the everyday conversation about
Hey
Smang?
man, look.
Floss has
there
to
is a
explain that
story.
too.
There is a story.
Let's go. Let's get the
Floss
Smang
will
story.
explain to you
all
the
right.
story.
So, you know, I'm talking, you know, real dirty to one of my little lady friends, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then she's talking a lot of trash, you know, talk about the sheets, you know. And I said
She was bragging.
she was bragging, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming.
So she's coming back at
she's
you.
coming back, so I have to come back at her. You feel me?
Sure,
You know what
exactly,
I mean?
yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna smash them drawers when I get there. Right? It's a true story. And I'm like, she's like, what do you mean? I said, you know what? Not only I'm gonna smash some drawers, I'm gonna bang them drawers too. In fact, I'm gonna smang the hell out of them drawers. That's not cursing, is it?
I think you just got a
that's
belt.
fine,
I
yeah.
think you got a belt over here.
Smang the hell out of those drawers, right? And she's like, smang? What do you mean smang? And I was like, yo, that's a new word.
So we use it. Yeah.
A lot of times, our world is like, we're letting people in our world. We don't make up things, you know, for
Yeah,
people. We're just letting people our world. And this is everyday vernacular we've been using. Shut your mouth,
Yeah.
smang it, and then I was like, Humble, we gotta make a track out of this. And that's how it happened.
So this is like, I mean, have you ever watched like especially music biopics about like real artists? You'll always like you watch like a Beatles biopic and it's like John Lennon's like, oh, I've been working 8 days a week. Like, oh, I don't know. Like so that's like a real thing. Like that actually happened with you guys.
Right. Cavities, all of them have stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
So-
I want to
so
hear the
let me
cavity
ask you
story.
guys-
Hold on. Wait a minute. What's this cavity story?
Oh, that's another Floss
what?
story right
Another
there.
Floss story.
Floss is the
Floss
next-
Floss is, I mean,
It's the Floss experience.
He's the
All
nastiest one out of the group.
All these hooks have inspiration. You feel me, baby? Like, you gotta have inspiration with the art, you know? So, you know, I just finished smanging, you know, getting real naughty. And I was in a position where, you know, the moonlight was really like glistening off my body and stuff. You know, you can I mean, I'm just keeping it real. You already feel me, baby?
You
There
have to
goes with
keep
the
it
glisten.
I'm
real.
keeping it real, you
With
know?
the glisten.
That's what Twit is all about.
That's what it's about.
Keeping it real.
That's what it's about, baby. You
Well,
know,
okay. So to bring it back to Twit though, this is you guys have obviously I cannot imagine you guys reaching the same level of success 20 years ago in terms of distribution. Like, how instrumental has the internet been? Did you guys plan on becoming an internet hit or from the very beginning, or is this something that you guys tried to get traditional distribution before you guys became so popular on the internet?
This was more creative freedom. You know, the music itself speaks for everything that we do. Like we said before, it was mentioned that, you know, all of this is basically everyday conversation that we've had amongst all of these guys here. So we just added music to it. We just added a beat to it, rhythm to it, and it became something that we represented. You know what I mean?
And YouTube, it was just an outlet. It was like, okay, hey, this is something we could, you know, display our, you know, our art. And it was like, okay, so we just started putting out stuff, and then people started catching on to it. It's like, oh, okay.
Now, how much does the video side of things factor into the like? Do you write songs with the video in mind, or the video is just put together after the fact, or you know, stylistically, obviously, there's a very specific target that you guys have with the videos.
It's normally like music first. You know, we normally do it music first, and you know, once we get done, lay the track down and have fun with it, whatever, we get an idea. You know, like, hey, this would be hot for the video, or you know, it kind of goes. We bounce ideas off back and forth all the time. You know, but it always starts with the music.
Now, visually, I mean, if the music comes first, which I mean, obviously, like you can just listen to the album and keep the Jeep riding available on iTunes, right?
Grab that if you don't have that.
Grab that, baby.
Go ahead.
Get it
Amazon.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Zoom.
But visually, that is a gigantic component to who you guys are. I mean, you all have very distinctive physical looks. I didn't know you could dye chest hair until I saw a Pretty Raheem video. You know,
So my cavities.
tummy scratch. You know, you have the mask and everything. Is that something where, you know, how much thought goes into that you guys, each of you, have to have a distinct element or a hook visually?
It's nothing that we just strive to have. I mean, all of these looks are, you know, things that come from our own personalities. Like, you know, my colored hair and colored chest is because I'm an artist at heart. You know, if you look at some of the
Like Van Gogh, who famously,
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
And, you know, some
colored
of the
his
things,
chest hair.
yeah, like some of the things, you know, you may see me do, and some of the things like the movie we just did.
That painting.
I painted that painting. So, that's what I do. So that's where the color comes from.
Okay, but listen, if it's not pre-thought, it has to be internal, if unsaid, competition, right? It's gotta be one of those things where it's like, listen, like, all right, that's fine. Okay, tummy scratch. You want to wear a mask? Cool. Check this out. Boom.
There's no competition with it.
Well, friendly. I mean, like, but that's how creatively. I mean, I think like I know for like me and Brian.
It sounds to me, Justin, like you're describing the arms race prophesied at the end of Batman Begins, where it's just like Batman ups the game, so the Joker ups his game.
Right.
You're saying.
The funny thing about his chest hair too, like
it really looks like
the day of the shoot.
He came with
the
that
shoot.
at the-
Like
on the
like,
day
"You
of the
ready? We
shoot."
about to roll. Okay, he's like, all right, hold on. Let me do something real quick.
So
He
that
pulled
was
off.
a
He
surprise.
Yeah, that was a surprise. We did not
That
know
was not expected.
that he had
didn't
that
expect the
on
chest
there.
hair. I was like, man, all right, let's roll.
Director
cameras,
said,
man.
"Let's keep rolling."
I said, hey man, let's just roll cameras, baby.
But that's a great
Batman
environment
too.
to be in. That somebody could dye their chest there, and that's awesome.
Right.
Instead of
Whatever.
wash
Right.
that
Love
out,
it.
that's weird.
Yeah. See, we don't. That's the thing. We don't care about criticism. We don't care about opinions. We just do what we want. However people feels like they take. He's gonna dye his chest hair and dye his hair, whatever you want to do. You can wear his mask. We do what we want to do, and that's EMB, existing musical beings, baby.
Where
Now,
sorry, go ahead, Brian.
well, I was going to ask, like somebody, I forget who it was that just said it, but have you guys gotten any haters? I mean, do you have anyone who doesn't like your style, and how do you respond to them?
Of course. That comes with the territory, but I don't think we dwell on that. We love our fans so much, all our Jeep riders out there, that again, it's like you're gonna have people who they call haters confused admirers. So we're gonna give them a chance to understand our music some more, and then once they come around, then we'll shake their hands like we do with all our other fans as well. So
All right, well, let me ask you this, and following up on that, who among you were probably the most internet savvy before you guys, formed up and started releasing videos?
Oh wow.
what you?
I'm gonna take that. Is that what you're saying?
Or none of you. I mean, like,
It was just kind of like, yo, it was like, yo, YouTube, is that right? For real? Yeah, let's do something.
Let's do it. Yeah.
now with YouTube comes YouTube comments, and if you are not internet people and you're not aware that this is a thing, then somebody calling you 14 different slurs, covering every possible vector of your life, it might seem a bit jarring. What was your guys' first reaction to that? It's hard.
You know what?
it
didn't bother us because we had so many positive things that were said. It was like those things were like a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It's like we just brush it off and just keep it moving.
I was like, first, I'm not Charlie Murphy. Why does people keep
That was probably.
He looks like Charlie Murphy. Well, probably Charlie Murphy, Pootie Tang.
I get Pootie Tang, real from Real Chance of Love. That's probably the
I was
most
that comedian
aggravating. Yeah.
The thing is, I'm like, do people read comments? Because it's kind of like, you see 5 comments say, oh, you look like Charlie Murphy. And then another one, did anyone mention you look like Charlie Murphy?
Yes.
Did y'all see the last comments? Like, come
Right.
on, man, come on something new.
But there's always that one comment that just sticks with you and you can't get rid of it. And it's like it plays to your deepest innermost fears where it's like I remember on another series I do called Scam School, there was a comment that just cut me right in the gut that just says every episode Brushwood gets fatter and gayer. And it's
Where he at, man?
Oh,
We
man.
gonna come after him. We don't talk about the homie like that in front of us. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, man. We like y'all. You feel me, baby?
I'll tell you what, I'm very, very glad you guys are on.
I don't
Now,
like that.
Brian said that, and all of a sudden, Freddie Raheem's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
They
So
say
what's
things,
yours?
They say things. For me, they told me that I look like this comedian guy, Aaron Spears. Aaron Spears. Yeah.
Aries Spears.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Man.
Zangief,
And,
Zangief.
Zangief.
After the Cavities video, he was Zangief after that.
That was
so-
Zangief. Yeah.
Right.
Man.
Although, I'll tell you what, a Black Zangief may not be a bad nickname.
That could be another character. Street Fighter character.
Right.
So
Be
I'll
looking
tell
out
you
for
what,
that.
like when you do, because all rappers need to have like 18 nicknames, right? You know, like Flow Double, F Top Floss.
It's a real fan, baby.
Yeah, we are.
There we go.
We
So
all
yeah,
have
I mean,
aliases.
and so like Pretty Raheem, you can just be like, Pretty Raheem, the Black Zangief.
Black Gang.
Gotta get that in.
That'd be dope.
There we go. All right, well, I'll tell you what, and this is something we'll throw another video. Chad, if you can get Did I mention I like to dance?
Yeah.
Because this is where you guys had the big Friday Fertilizer.
Oh, this is the one that totally solidified like my love for the brand of Turquoise Jeep. Like this is the
that's
one where
dope.
it's like I got it. It's like you're never quite on the same wavelength until like you just totally synchronize. This was the one for me.
Now, and let me just say this, because I think you guys had Friday Fertilize, which was, a viral hit. But there's a million people who do, some stuff on the internet, gets kind of big. Then it's like, once you're lucky, twice you're good. You do Smang It, that absolutely blows up. Then I mentioned I like to dance was the first time, and there's this moment at the beginning of the video when it's not like shot like the other ones, where it's usually against green screen or on a simple thing.
Right.
Where you do the pull out on floss, and it's just man and camera going nuts, dancing. And it's just like, that was where the universe kind of expanded. And I think for Brian and me, it was just like, oh crap, like, this is for real. Like, this is not.
You get it.
That's why I was called. That's why I was called. Did I mention I like to dance? Because it was like I didn't mention.
No,
Damn.
you had not. And we were remiss in
That's what
ignoring
I
that.
I said, now I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you.
That's what I said
Yeah.
in this video. So
Well, here we go. Did I mention I like to dance? A Flint Flossie featuring Young Hummer.
I mentioned I like to.
Dance. 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 Tummy scratch beat. Let's go. Dance. I like to dance. I wanna dance. I need to dance. Baby, you wanna dance? When 40's on this mind. We about to do this right. That's right. All dancing, please don't fight. Move into the morning light. The floor is your domain. Get up and don't be lame. We grooving all the same. Dancing like the movie Fame. She got a sexy thing. She do. Go touch a sexy thing. Go ahead. She got a sexy friend. Go touch a sexy friend. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Dance. Did I mention I like to dance? By the way, I love to dance. Quick note, I need to dance, 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 dance. Did I mention I like to dance? By the way, I love to dance. Quick note, I need to dance, 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 dance. One foot to the left, dance. One foot to the right, dance. Move it round and round. Let's do this all night. Dance. One foot to the left, dance. One foot to the right, dance. Move it round and round. Let's do this all night. This is verse number 2. You know just how we do. Flint Flossie and the crew. Moving till our feet are blue. Put one hand in the air. Move it like you don't care. Don't care who's stopping stairs. Now move around your dairy air. This beat is crazy, baby. You can't be acting lazy. This beat is crazy, baby. That's right. You can't be acting lazy. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Clap, 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 clap. Dance. Did I mention I like to dance? By the way, I love to dance. Quick note, I need to dance, 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 dance. Did I mention I like to dance? By the way, I love to dance. Quick note, I need to dance, 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 dance. One foot to the left, dance. One foot to the right, dance. Move it round and round. Let's do this all night. Dance. One foot to the left, dance. One foot to the right, dance. Move it round and round. Let's do this all night. This beat just got real low. You know just where to go. This beat just got real low. You know just where to go. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, snap. Clap, 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 clap. How you like your eggs? How you like your eggs? Put your hands on them. Stretchy pants on them. Now ride that Jeep, baby. That turquoise Jeep, baby. Dance. Did I mention I like to dance? By the way, I love to dance. Quick note, I need to dance, 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 dance. White people, they love to dance. Black people, they love to dance. All people, they love to dance, 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 dance. Tall people, they love to dance. Short people, they love to dance. All people, they love to dance, 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 dance,
Ladies and gentlemen.
So amazing, dude.
Yeah. So did I mention I like to dance? Flip Flossy featuring Young Hummer.
Yes, yes.
Man, that was how long did that take to shoot?
What's 2 days?
2 days, like 2 days.
Yeah, just a couple days getting everything together.
Camera in the warehouse, baby.
That's it.
On and popping.
One man going crazy.
Going crazy.
He was on his 5-hour energy. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get juice somehow, right?
Had some granola and some orange juice, and I went in.
Now, I had mentioned, I forget whether it was before the show or at the beginning, that with Dual Core performing and you guys doing the interview, this was kind of like our NSFW street official mixtape.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
All right.
Being a fan, I don't know. There's something about mixtape covers that I always like. They're always just kind of ridiculous or over the top. So our fans here, Chat Realm and Diamond Club, they see we can have multiple nicknames too for things.
Okay.
I had them go, or we put out the word today on Twitter to make Dual Core Turquoise Jeep mixtape covers.
Okay.
So we want to get, and Dual Core, if you want to come in here to give
Yeah,
me a
actually,
blessing.
I was wanting to ask Dual Core to sit down with the rest of us because you guys there's such a fascinating cross section in that Turquoise Jeep is going with a very specific aesthetic that the internet is very friendly to distributing. Dual Core is going with with a very specific subject matter that would appeal to the internet. And I would love to hear from both of you guys. Again, if it's a case where I guess there's certain art that's always in you, right? You look for the distribution that makes it possible for you to get it out, get your message out, and make it popular. Did you know that? Did either of you guys know, either Dual Core or Turquoise Jeep? Did you know either of you would be as popular as you guys have become? Were you confident from the beginning, or was it the kind of thing where this is in me, I'm going to put it out there, and we'll see what happens? And were you surprised by the success? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Oh, you want me?
I guess for us, let's be real. We're confident in the music that we released. Everything that we put out, even Stretchy Pants, I have to say it, was something that we had to back 100%. So
Wait, is there an internal conflict with Stretchy Pants?
Oh no, there's a story. There's a story that we can do that. Floss, you could go ahead and tell the story.
Is
it involved Floss talking mess with a lady friend? Because that seems to be every story.
Well, you mean the
beginning?
There's two little backstories. Is the beginning is what almost was.
Oh, the almost.
I'll put it out there.
Yeah. All right, now this is too good of a setup. We got to hear the whole story now.
All right, so I'll put it out there. Basically, Stretchy Pants was made. Floss came with me the idea. Again, we've been in the industry before. I was basically a songwriter, so at the time I was just doing different stuff. So Floss came to me with that idea of because we seen girls with those pants, the stretchy pants. So we're like, listen,
make every bottom look good.
Every round derriere looks even rounder in a stretchy pants outfit. So we thought, let's make an idea. Now, when I was talking with Floss, I thought, hey, let's make the song. Haha, let's do it. And 2 days later, Floss came by my house and was like, listen, I got an idea for the song. So I was already shocked already. I was like, wait a minute. I have an idea, but I didn't think you were ready to do it this quickly.
Yeah.
So I was already shocked.
We know that you were this passionate about Stretchy Pants.
Stretchy Pants, right?
I was like, all right, so basically he's going to tell her the rest. I was just basically shocked from there.
Okay, so basically, after we recorded it, he didn't agree with it too much.
Didn't like it.
Here we go. I'll tell you what, I sniffed that out. I sniffed it out.
You're good.
It was almost a no Turquoise Jeep on the internet because he almost pressed delete. And I said,
wow.
So basically with the recording session that we had, the file, everything was set up. I listened to it. Again, it wasn't mixed, it wasn't mastered yet, but while listening to it, I was like, I don't know about this song. Now, granted, we had, I think we were working on Sherry Mouth at that time, so I re-listened to Stretchy Pants. I was like, I don't think this should be the lead-off single. And again, I was about, I'm not, all right, I'll be 100%. I'm not going to lie about it. I was going to press delete completely.
So this is like a thing. You're in the same room and you're like,
Yeah, we're both
this
in it.
Sucks.
We're both.
Dude.
I'm hitting the delete button.
By the way, for the record, this is like half of the NSFW bits that we write with
Exactly.
Justin and I. It's like one of them is ready to just cut the nuts off of it right now.
So I'm glad you guys could relate. So
Oh, yeah.
he saved basically, I would say 50% of what you're seeing right now.
The Jeep.
The Jeep.
He was definitely going to delete it. And I said, you got to shoot the video. He said, man, I don't
All
know
right.
about this,
So-
man.
so-
I said,
Well, hold on, wait. Let me just ask dual core that question because we kind of got off on a tangent. Where was your relative confidence when you started, and did you expect to kind of gain the following and the notoriety that you have, and especially going forward now? I mean, you have the #1 album on Bandcamp. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I'd say.
Congrats anyway, too, man.
Thanks, man.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. I definitely did not expect like any of this stuff. Like you guys said, I was definitely confident in the music. My producer C64, like the best producer in nerdcore, hands down. Like I'll put him up against anybody, no problem. I mean, I like other people too, but
Sure.
like he's super talented, works really hard. So I had no doubt that the music was going to be awesome. Plus, I got pretty good mustache also, so I figured it would be all right.
It rocks. It rocks.
But I had no idea that so many people loved hip hop and technology. So we make hip hop about technology and the life we live every day, and I had no idea that it would get picked up like this.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, no. And answer me this: does that affect what material you write, the popularity of whatever content that you're referring to? I mean, obviously, as we heard, Hostage Down. Counter-Strike is essentially the #1 multiplayer game in the world and has been for like a decade. So it's a safe bet that a lot of people speak that language and will relate. Because as you sang the song, it was amazing to me. Every map you mentioned was like a real place to me in my mind. Does that affect, like, are there certain things that you think, like, well, I'd like, there's a song in me about Minecraft, but I'm not sure are enough people playing Minecraft right now?
No, actually, everything is driven by the beat. So, like, I get a beat from C64, and whatever, like, thoughts that come out of it, on the associative side, it's just like, oh, this beat makes me think of Counter-Strike in the case of Hostage Down.
Yeah.
That's just what I write. And so, of course, I'm just going to write things that I know about. So that's just kind of, my perspective or whatever. I
guess.
Go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess the inverse of the question is, just as Hostage Down has a near universal appeal to people who play Counter-Strike, is there any song that you've written that after the fact you're like, oh, I guess not a lot of people play that version of Tetris?
No, not that I can think of. Although I guess I've never really even considered that.
Well, that'd be
question.
also kind of I mean, not a badge of honor, but certainly like in the nerdcore community, if you are, too specific or too into one thing and you're not, then that's kind of like, oh, all right, well, whatever. You do your own thing. I'm rapping about this.
I'll have to make a song about interneting over 9,000 and just have like so many memes that people like lose count. But the one thing, the exemption that I wanted to throw in was last year at DEF CON, and when we were out playing shows in Vegas, one of my friends came up to me and he said, hey, like, we're doing it this year, drink all the booze, hack all the things. And we like just made that as a song, and like that's the title track on the album. And it's been like immensely popular, and I was like on the flip side, I was waiting for a beat to come in to make that track. That's been like one of the only times, or I was given that idea, I should say. I didn't really come up with it. It's from hyperbole.
You nursed it. You brought it to term.
Yes, I brought it to my people. I made the song of my people.
I'll tell you what, this is really an interesting thing. I mean, you guys do very, very different music, but it is kind of really awesome to say that like keeping it real isn't only about drug dealing.
Exactly. Not everybody knows about that life.
Exactly.
There are other avenues.
There are added avenues like talking filthy to a lady or playing
which I can
Counter-Strike.
relate to so much more.
There's just a universe of things to do instead of just shooting people who steal drugs from you.
Exactly.
Or threaten.
All right, so I actually have a question for both of you guys. Being internet hits of different subject matter, how often do you guys get recognized out on the street just from your music? And is it surprising to you? Because it's one of those things. Unfortunately, we're in this transition period where the internet is still regarded as like fake fame, when it's like in every way that matters, you guys are legit famous music artists. Do you ever bump up against that stigma of fake internet fame, or does it ever surprise you to be recognized, and where is what I'd love to hear?
Well, we get recognized. You know what? We're more so recognized when we're all together. Versus being alone by ourselves individually. And to me, I never get used to it. It's always a surprise because when people come up to us and want to take pictures and sign autographs, we're like, really? Us? And it's gone to as far as people getting tattoos of themselves.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was just like, okay, this is real. It's real now, right?
Real now. This is real.
So it's not something that we get used to.
I'll tell you what, I want to get back to the you guys being all together thing in a second, but let me ask that question to Dual Core. Is there any moment where you're like, well, I'm internet famous. Why are you recognizing me?
Yeah, every time somebody comes and says hi or something, it just is crazy to me. Or like the weirdest thing is playing a show and like the whole audience knows the words, and I'm like, I wrote this like goofing off in my spare time, and I mean, we do our music seriously, but like it's to have fun. So it's like, this is something I did for fun, and a whole crowd of people knows it, or in this case, like a whole internet of people knows it.
And it's like a personal thing that all of a sudden becomes a public thing, and obviously you're putting it out there, but on the internet, that's the good and the bad part of it. Is the good part, everybody gets to watch it, it's free. Right. But at the same time, I know, like for me and Brian, it's like an "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" We're just yelling in the tin can to us.
And it does. It feels private to you in a way. Like I mean, I think most of us had some experience in front of the camera for a television thing. Television feels different. It feels very intense, like the world is watching and go. Whereas everything you do on the internet feels private, and there's an intimacy and a reality that you're able to put forth on. I mean, we've seen it here on NSFW. There's an honesty that you can put on the internet that's just not possible in traditional media. And I strangely, that seems to be what rockets a lot of stuff to success.
If I could just throw in, like I feel like I have the best type of stardom, if you will, because like during the week I can just walk through the city, like I can walk to get lunch or run an errand or whatever, and like nobody stops me. So like I can, you can
have a life.
Yeah, I can like get back to work real quick without any hassles. And then like if I go to play shows somewhere, sometimes it's like I love to stop and meet people when they say hi, but sometimes like one of my friends will have to like pick me up and carry me and be like, sorry, we've got like 3 shows to go to. He can't talk right now. So it's pretty cool.
So you
like,
can turn it on.
Yeah, I can like both sides.
There's a bit of a light switch to it.
So it's awesome.
All right, now you said something before, and you had mentioned that C64 sends you beats. Like you don't work. It's not like you're sitting in the same room working on stuff.
Yeah.
You had mentioned before we started, you guys are all kind of satellite.
Yeah,
you're all different places, and you kind of form like Voltron.
Like Voltron,
exactly.
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. You got it right.
Now, I mean, what's that like? I mean, like how is it creating? Because it seems like and part of the internet persona of Turquoise Jeep is that you guys are just this crew, marauding the streets, just leaving panties and broken dreams
behind, right?
in your wake. But so this is something where when you guys get together, it's kind of a special event.
It is. This is like I was telling you before we started. When we get together, it's like a reunion because we don't get to see each other often. Even when it comes to the music, we talk a lot on the phones about ideas, music ideas, and we holler at Tummy Scratch a lot when we have ideas about stuff. And sometimes we get stuff online. Like Tummy will do something, he'll send it to us. We go to our studio that we go to, do our thing and send it back, and let the magic happen from there. So
the good part about it is all of us are have individuals in the fact that we have we're all writers, we're all producers and stuff like that. So say if I come up with a melody, it could be me and Tummy one day, or What You and Tummy, or What You and Hum, or me and Raheem, or something like that. So
you guys can plug and play and do different
all
kind of
individuals
stuff.
under the label Turquoise Jeep Records.
Yeah.
We stick together hard.
All right, now I do have to ask this.
Go ahead and ask it.
Go ahead,
because
ask
we had mentioned probably the first video that we went crazy over with Sex Syrup.
Shout out to our homie.
Slick?
Shout out to our homie Slick.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Slick.
You guys are on the road right now.
Shout out to Slick.
Let me get these tour dates out here, and I'll go over them as you guys.
It's a lot of tour dates.
Slick, we love you, Slick.
Love you, baby.
Slick's right now.
Is he gonna be on?
No.
Come on, you
One day it's like Slick has it's like
Slick has a life?
Some personal issues that you don't want to talk about.
Sure.
But
So we
that's
gotta
our
respect
little
his
brother.
wishes. Yeah, we definitely. He definitely hits us up like just to make sure everything is good. We work with him still. But again, he's still around. Like with everything that we do, I mean, he's still around. Like, again, we ask questions are asked, and we'll always answer. We're never afraid to answer that. Like
that's our boy.
Slick Mahoney is our friend. It's our homie. He is part of the Jeep. That's how it goes.
So we can put rumors to bed.
Put the rumors.
I don't know when
That's
the rumors
all
started.
day.
We don't know what
The funny thing about it is we didn't know where the rumors started. So we're kind of like, we were always like, oh. And our management used to tell us like, people are really concerned about Slick.
Yeah,
So
it's not because sometimes you'll see me alone, sometimes you see him alone, sometimes you see me with Tummy,
Yeah.
sometimes you'll see, that's how it is.
I didn't even know there was rumors. I just kind of, you guys just started talking about
yeah.
it. I just decided to stir poop.
People were about to start a Wear Slick campaign. You know that.
Exactly. You can make him like Waldo. You can just kind of put him into crowded rooms. Where's Slick?
we should do something with that. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, here, Chad, get a few of the mixtape images ready, but let me go ahead and go through the tour dates. You guys were in San Francisco last night.
Independent rocked it up.
Tomorrow, Sacramento, August 31st. You're in West Hollywood, so all the LA people go out there. Then September 3rd, Tucson, Arizona. September 5th, San Antonio, Texas. Brian, circle your calendar. September 6th, Austin, Texas. You better be keeping the
hold
Jeep
on.
riding.
I literally, at this moment, am opening up my calendar of bookings. And I get back from Dragon Con on the 5th, so I could be there on the 6th. So
Boom.
totally going to be there.
That's
Well, I'll
dope.
tell you what.
It is.
Then you
Great.
could, then
We
you
look forward to seeing you.
You could track 3 hours up to go to Club Dada, where they're going to be playing in Dallas, and new dates coming.
Yes.
coming,
New
baby.
New
dates are
days
coming.
coming.
Are you guys back in San Fran anytime soon?
We're working on
hopefully,
it.
hopefully.
We want to
We
go.
love
Your last night show,
That's
right?
last night.
man.
I mean, it's good
Crazy
results,
last
so we'll see what happens.
So
from there.
much love.
The
man. We
feeling
love
of
it.
that crowd was
Wow.
amazing. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was awesome. And let me just say this, and I think for anybody, it probably wouldn't be a shock to people, so I don't think it's really breaking news. But the ladies fired up to a lather. I saw a sign last night that just said, "I brought my toothbrush."
There it
Yeah,
is.
we definitely met that fan.
She was trying to get
Ready for the
cavities,
cavity.
Yeah,
baby.
she was trying to get with it.
We
I'm
definitely
just
met
saying,
that fan.
it
She was great.
Good to go. Good to go.
Right.
You don't complain about it.
Amazing.
And I would say this. I mean, if you're just a single guy, you go to the Turquoise Jeep show. They're in the
Hey,
mood.
the girls are in the building.
Yeah,
There's only
that's
so
the right
many
thing to
that they
do.
can take off.
In the
We
building.
look out for the homies, baby. You want to come to the show?
Ladies come
Get a
through.
number or two, you know?
All right.
So while we're talking about touring and stuff, actually, can we check in? Is Dual Core? Are you performing or touring anywhere soon?
Yeah. We've got a few shows coming up to finish out the year. In September, we'll be going to Belgium and Louisville, Kentucky. And in October, we'll be in Austin and Nashville for Sky.con. And then we finish out the year in Colombia in South America. So that'll be pretty cool.
Wait a minute.
Amazing.
Sounded like
Stamps on my
sounded like you said.
He's getting stamped on his passports. We're not even there yet.
It's crazy, and they're flying my producer in too, which is really cool because he's
That's
you know,
smooth, man. Much
and
love.
he's in the
That's
UK and we get paid for it. I can't believe it.
It's a great look,
that's
man.
dope.
It's great. I'll
Doing
tell
your
you.
thing, baby.
All
Keep
day.
doing it.
Thanks.
That is amazing. When are you in Austin?
It'll be at the end of October, like 24th through 26th, I think. It's AppSec USA is put on by OWASP.
So there we go,
All right,
man.
dude. That's,
Awesome.
you and I are getting together. I'm marking it down right now.
We'll do high fives.
Cool.
All right,
There,
well here,
boom.
let's real quick get the other plugs out. Do you guys have new stuff coming up? Can you tease any upcoming Jeep music, Jeep videos?
Definitely,
Man,
baby.
we're doing
Teasing
some.
me our newest ones.
Alma wants to say something right now.
Oh
Use that
well,
tip of his tongue.
we working on a nice little thing right now. We were out and about today, shooting some stuff for our Cali folks. You know,
There we go.
for our new Cali record that we performed for the first time last night in San Francisco. So
It's a nice record.
yeah,
Thanks a lot.
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate that.
Most definitely. So that's
awesome.
one thing. Floss,
I mean, we got so many things coming out. I mean,
we stay in the studio.
I just gotta say, just follow our Twitter at Turquoise Jeep, our Facebook, and just stay posted. We just like to surprise you, baby.
and
Subscribe.
subscribe
to our YouTube.
Subscribe.
and keep up with our Turquoise Tuesdays. Like anytime that we have any new material that we want the world to see, we always post out our stuff on Tuesdays. Not every Tuesday, but
on Tuesdays.
But on
But on
Tuesdays.
And
Tuesday.
remember what's coming. We got a special holiday that's coming up for our Turquoise Jeep fans who know about it.
Happy Sexgiving.
Yeah.
Our special holiday. I'm
We
going
love the ladies.
Right. We going all the way.
Okay.
There it is. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
There we go,
Thanksgiving.
ladies and gentlemen. Dual core.
Yes, and so
where-
meanwhile,
sorry.
Dual Core Music. It's youtube.com/Dual Core Music. Is that right?
Yeah. We do have a YouTube channel there. We only have a couple videos, although we do have a really sweet video coming out for Hack All the Things, which is going to be super ballin' over 9,000.
Okay. Can we go ahead? Can we go ahead and blow up the video for Hack All the Things? I don't know if it's public yet or not, but can we say who made it
Yes,
and
yeah,
how much ass it kicks?
Yeah, go for it. She'll just like she'll
but-
just like ban you from your own IRC, Damon. Probably. You guys will get K-line.
Yeah, probably. No, I'll tell you. I came over. I just missed you at her party, but Twit's own the creator of the Twit Studios in the cottage, Colleen Kelly Henry, totally killed it on the video. The video looks amazing. So she was there at DEF CON, shot everything live, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, she basically is the female robot version of me, and she just went to like all the shows that we played. We played like 2 or 3 shows a night, and she just followed us everywhere, got awesome footage, and then while I would be off just like drinking all the booze, she would be editing all the video. So it was awesome. Colleen went so hard. She's in the channel. So
Colleen's not. I mean, number one, Colleen's not human. She's made of pure awesome. She's with insanity.
She balls so hard she receives many fines.
She certainly does. She is fined constantly.
So cray.
And we've said before this we would not have a show. The NSFW would not be a thing if it weren't for Colleen. So we are always indebted to her. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I was at that party. I didn't get to see the video. I'm pissed that Brian got to see the video and I didn't. All right. Well, we have one more thing to go here on the show.
Keep it going.
You're going to perform Hack All the Things.
Right.
And I was thinking, we got you guys here.
Okay.
What if we all go over to the set where Dual Core performs, and we just all help them out with the Hack All the Things course, just a call and response. That'll be a little Turquoise Jeep, Dual Core.
No doubt.
Collaboration.
Let's do it.
Why not? Let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's do it.
Hack all things.
Wait, hold on. Jesus, we have to do the covers, or else
Oh,
Will
I
literally
was
rip
about
my
to
face
say,
off.
Like to be honest, this is you were unintentionally speaking NSFW show code just then, because the fact that you didn't mention it was like secret code to me, accidentally saying like all the covers totally sucked. We're just gonna pretend we didn't.
No, they're great. They're awesome. They're actually really, really funny. It's just like I get kind of lost in the conversation here because there's so many people. But Chad, let's just real quick. We'll look at. So here's the mixtape, first mixtape cover. Turquoise Jeep featuring Dual Core on NSFW Show.
That picture is
like
from
that.
a party that we had where we all dressed up as internet memes. And so I dressed up
switch
as
the
the guy from How to
Flossie?
Make Bread.
The Flossie, the Smang face.
Wow, that's smooth. I like that.
Yo.
That is amazing.
So there we go. All right, so that's the first one. Chad, shout out the names here if you see them.
Nice. Grand Theft Petaluma.
All right, so there we go.
Okay.
Listen, and this is
Clean right
in the
there.
grand tradition of the mixtape. It has its
Yeah,
own name
that's
to it.
right.
Grand
Right.
Theft
I love
Petaluma.
I like
That's
that.
actually.
I like that. That's kind of dope.
That's actually a really good hit cover. Normally
really
we
hot.
get and they're jokes, they're fun. It's like
dope,
we
yeah.
find it just different ways that we can write penis and Alski test or whatever. But this is amazing.
They need to make a video game for that cover, I think.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
Well,
I like
share the
that.
course.
Hey,
Let's make it happen.
let's do it.
This one's from JD Fox.
All right,
So
JD
JD Fox.
JD
Let's
Fox.
see. Let's see here.
Bueno.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm confused.
So there we
by
go.
that one.
Okay.
Turquoise
Wait, hold
Jeep
on.
versus.
I'm actually 100% in love with like the death ray shooting eye lasers of those lines. This is my number one right now.
Intense stand, him smiling over there.
Right.
And of course, a 747 flying overhead.
That's like a Power
Yeah.
Thirst, the like bear blasting.
Yes!
Except it's lions with
That is dope.
lasers.
I look like the referee and something about to go down.
I like how this isn't a mixtape. It's a versus.
It's a versus,
Revive
yeah.
it.
It's
Right.
versus.
Yeah, that's a verse.
That's
This
intense
one, this one is from Will Brown.
okay.
All right.
Will
Okay,
Brown.
so
Will Brown.
next
Let's see
one coming up is.
Let's see what happened. Okay.
That looks pretty creepy. I'm not even
Yes,
gonna
sir.
lie.
Young
Wow.
Mama INT80.
I don't.
I like
hey,
it.
man.
Wow.
I can't really explain this one.
You know what?
I like
It's
it.
not safe for my eyes, really, right now.
Yeah, so by the way, dual core is two of us actually. It's me. I'm Int 80. I'm the rapper, and then the other guy's he's 64. He lives in London and makes all the beats.
That was real
Does
cool,
all the
Okay,
man.
cool.
You know,
So
definitely.
that's the Int 80 part, just in case you guys were wondering.
And Amy, I'm a little afraid of you right there.
All right, was that the last one?
I think I just
Oh,
got
wait, one
done
more.
killing
Oh,
one
there
more.
we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's insane.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's presented by Diamond Club Productions.
Are those
There we
cats?
go.
It's a lot going on.
Oh, that one's got Nyan cats in it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
that's got Nyan Cats, the Pie
yeah.
High Dog.
Hold
The
on,
Pie High Dog. There it is.
Yeah, wow, the pie high
Wait,
dog.
wait. Does Crazy Brian have like gold teeth?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what's going on?
Brian,
That
But it's
is
like a mouth guard.
hilarious.
And then you got some bling chains and
I
a
love the
ring.
chain.
You
gotta
got
control the
an
medallion.
earring
Like
sort of
X-Men.
thing.
This is the new winner as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah,
This
like
is
the-
awesome.
And then I like that I look high enough that I'm not altered at all.
Right.
Right.
You do look high.
That's
That's
You do
before
look
the
like
haircut.
Stone.
That was before the haircut.
They were like, that's
Justin
perfect.
absolutely
Exactly. Yeah,
looks
that
like
was-
he's
yeah.
Is that the long
I used to have the long
Justin-
hair, yeah.
I love it.
So there
Justin
we go.
definitely looks like rubbing his boner on the Pie High Dog. There is no doubt about the bestiality.
Where else you gonna rub your boner sometimes?
Hey, sometimes
Gotta
you
get
gotta rub
rubbed
your bone.
somewhere. I'll tell you what, y'all ever seen How It's Made or that album cover? That is amazing. Okay, well that's my favorite. They're all amazing. I don't even know if we need to choose. I think
That's a great job. Everybody did a great job.
Everybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want.
all right. Well, I'll tell you
do
what.
it.
Is it time for a collaboration?
Yeah,
it sounds
I think
like
it's time for a collaboration.
Turquoise Jeep in the
Dual
building,
core.
baby.
Dual core.
Dual core.
Turquoise Jeep.
So let's
do this.
let's all move it on over.
We leave this here?
Here we go.
Everyone's heading on over. First of all, we want to take this opportunity to thank all the people who make NSFW possible. This week, that's no one, because I'm assuming we don't have any sponsors.
We don't.
Unless we have
No, we
sponsors,
don't. No.
in which case I'm gonna edit them in later. But regardless, this moment of magic is 3 years of NSFW in the making. And take it away. Are you guys all set? You ready to rock?
Let me just point this out. How awesome has this episode been? We have not mentioned the Diamond Club book once, and we've not mentioned the fact that we have a massive show
Except for
live.
just then.
Except for just now. We have a massive show live in Atlanta at Dragon Con. If you're at Dragon Con, Saturday we have our big party that is 9 o'clock at night to midnight at a secret and discreet location. You can find it by following at Justin R. Young or at Schwood on Twitter. We'll give you all the information there. And then Sunday, we'll be in the Crystal Ballroom, I believe at 8 o'clock in the Hilton for the the biggest NSFW show of the year. All sorts of crazy surprises coming your way. Otherwise, me and Brian will be on all crap ton of panels all throughout.
All right, look, this is it, though. This is the moment of pure magic, the collaboration, dual core, and Turquoise Jeep. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. I'm just going to sit and watch.
I just want to set you guys up.
Blown.
I just want to set you guys up. So this is the title track from our new album, All the Things. The hook is real easy. I'll yell, drink all the booze, and you guys yell, hack all the things.
We could do that.
And that's how we do
Hack
it.
all the things. Let's go.
DualCoreMusic.com, #1 album on Bandcamp. I love you guys. I love you, Internet. I love you guys.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I love you, Internet.
Not every geek with a Commodore 64 can hack into NASA.
Can I get more beat in the monitors, please? All right, that sounds good. Oh, man.
Even out, settle scores quick. Our disaster recovery requires even more discs. Put your bites up, prove it or you forfeit. Got on C64 and we blew it into orbit. M. Bison with 8 straight perfects. Overvolt emotions make hate break circuits. In case you heard, it's a name fake service. Optimize our runtime to escape verdicts. Got an integer scope flow that they can't sign. Passing code didn't sanitize command lines, landmine. So before they'll see me after, I'm advice dog, courage wolf plus velociraptor. Don't prove we're human unless we really have to. My team built schemes and destroyed recapture. Hate what they see. Finish this chapter. By the way, we're not any geeks. We hack into NASA and drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
We hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
This vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings, so we drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
0 through 3, we're in every single ring. I'm just waiting till my BlackBerry dies, cause I'll replace it with the Raspberry Pi. Don't compare to this track, it makes everything they said dull. Neutralize any threat, turn Red Skull to Dev Null. They killed virus writers that we mentioned, but instead they ascended to the VX heavens and reincarnate as live wires. Still inside behind ciphers and signed device drivers. Which school will we hit next? They didn't learn the format, so we've got to print F. Next step is a chin check. Freestyles hit, I spit best. They didn't decrypt yet. I'm crushing in the MCs and rhyme battles. Get your Wi-Fi tackled, hacked by pineapple. I don't think you'll like my Snapple, cause I popped it with vodka in a cyanide capsule. Woo!
Yeah!
You guys ready to hack all the things?
Yeah.
Baby. All right. This is awesome. Turquoise Jeep.
Hack on them.
Let's go.
Smang all the things.
Drink all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the
This
things.
vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings, so we drink all the booze.
We hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
You know there's gonna be security, right?
First we drink all the booze, then hack all the things, then backdoor the firmware on anything you bring, regardless of the hardware, service or encoded, connected to the internet and someone's gonna own it. This is for the pirates and clap and love the sound, attacking from the clouds and we're back in underground. There's no masking from us now, we pop tornadoes around the globe, track and hunt you down, hacked on schedule, added to your calendar, devices online, here comes another challenger, state infiltrated, so undercover, this is for my comrades who stare at the debuggers and trace every buffer, examining the code flow, haven't been to sleep, better pop another no-dose. I think I'll need a planet-sized urn, cause some men just wanna watch the world burn. Your turn.
Yeah, baby. Turquoise Jeep and Toolcore in the building.
We drink all the booze.
We hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
This vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings, so we drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
Drink all the booze.
Hack all the things.
0 through 3, we're in every single ring, like.
Servers have more firewalls
Yeah.
than the spectrum.
What?
Hack all the things. Yeah. NSFW.
Yeah.
Turquoise Jeep in the
My name's
building.
Andy, I'm the rapper in Dual Core. I love you guys, DualCoreMusic.com.
Dual core.
Turquoise Jeep in the building, baby. Toolcore. You already know what it is. Hack all the things. Ah!
Hack all the things.
Hack 'em. Hack 'em. Hack 'em.
Well, good luck, man.
Hack 'em, baby.
Is security in here?
Dude, we ain't gonna top that.
Security?
We ain't
No.
gonna top that.
Security?
Play,
Top it, baby.
play
Where's
lullaby.
security?
We're out.
There we
Go,
go.
baby.
That's it. We'll see you
Turquoise
next
Jeep
week.
in
Die
the
to fire.
Till next time.
Let's go.
That was awesome. That was awesome, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Most definitely. That was hot.
It's time to go and I'm so depressed, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the week in bed until the next NSFW.
Magic.
The show is through and it breaks my heart, 'cause I just can't bear to be apart from Brian and Justin of NSFW. Oh, I'd rather die in a fire than spend a single moment without Brian Brushwood. Oh, I'd rather be dipped in honey and fed to a big ant pile than do without Justin Robert Young for even a little while. Oh, NSFW, I love you. Oh, NSFW, I love you.
I am in favor of calling this episode Grand Theft Petaluma. I think that's the best. As far anyone disagree? Anyone want to? You want to take me on?
I don't.
You want to challenge me on this?
Sure. I was gonna. Yes. Okay.
Oh, you do? Well, you.
Whoa! How did we not have the music play while Flossie was here?
on camera, the whole studio. This is the only one.